Episode 1 of Outlander. Blood of My Blood begins with Red Jacob Mackenzie's death. Ellen Mackenzie is his eldest child, but since she is a girl, she isn't allowed to organize the funeral. No successor were named. Someone else, not of our name or of our blood. The gathering will decide if it will be the eldest but sickly son, Colum, or the brawny and temperamental Dougal. Her servant gave her a bonny, wee lass, which her father protected for some reason. In a flashback, this is Mackenzie brooch. Ellen refuses to marry, and Red Jacob agrees as he dotes on her. He gives her a brooch and plaid of their clan, reserved only for the men, hinting that he sees her as an equal, and to be worn with Mackenzie plaid. Our clothes tells a story. Mansacked. He teaches her everything there is to learn, and she becomes his advisor. At present, servant advice her not to be worry about anything. She asked, how can you say that everyone can accept me as a successor and will listen to my opinion on every matter? We must wait to see what will come for us. She said, both of your sister got married and taken care of. You also think about that. She said, I'm thinking about married at the day of my father funeral. At present, Ellen wears the plaid and brooch to the funeral. Her younger sister, Jocasta, is embarrassed by their father as he died in a manner befitting the way he lived. She also hates that Ellen was the favorite child and gets to lead the procession. Colum's wife, Letitia, and their third sister are not so opinionated. Jocasta said, as a married woman, you should take the precedence in this procession. You, Letitia, should be beside the column, leading the way, setting an example for what's to come. But Colum is not yet laird. Some past flashback. Ellen was playing chess with her father. He told her that I'm teaching you and your brother this game to be patient, to lure, to manipulate and strike without mercy. This is the message about life. Later, Dougal and his men thwart a raid by a rival clan. They killed all of them. He is aggressive and relishes the violence. He told him, take this message, I'm Dougal Mackenzie. And if you come to plunder Mackenzie land, then I'll kill you all. Then, pass the fingers. Dougal wonders if they are Frasers. They'll again attack. Through the clan lawyer, Ned Gowan, we learn that there's a long-standing grudge between Frasers, Grants, and Mackenzies. Lawyer Ned Gowan told them that your father has died without telling us the name of successor. Colum is the diplomatic and patient son, which constantly puts him at odds with his younger brother as they both fight for lairdship. The clan can never be chosen outside of the family. They'll vote to ensure that he has to show a strong leader whose actions speaks louder than words. Elsewhere, a young Murtaugh is trying to convince his cousin, Brian Fraser, to go to the Mackenzie gathering for some drama and entertainment. Brian, while playful, prioritizes his duties as his position is precarious due to his illegitimate status. His father, Lovat, celebrates the death as he believes Red Jacob helped strip his title and steal Fraser land. He is quite the schemer as he orders Brian to accompany Murtaugh to spy on the Mackenzie gathering. I want to know who's in attendance. Who's talking to whom? He advised them to open your eyes and ears. Because their clan will choose a successor, many will be willing to this position. Brian said you're in need of spy. I've suffered indignities all these years. I have lost land, wealth, and favor. So I'll not miss this chance to reverse my position. They are interrupted by the new English maid, Julia. He caught her hand, but at the same time, Lovat tries to hit on her. Brian and the head cook do their best to stop his advances. Alone, the head cook warns Julia to not draw attention. You've to know about the people who live here. Julia said Master Brain and Master Murtaugh were there, but he doesn't care who's witness. You've to be unseen. They'll use you as a furniture. She becomes worried. Back in Leoch, the gathering begins. Ellen and Colum were talking about the successor. Ellen supports Colum's claim as laird. Dougal's infamous hockey game takes place. He was enjoying the game. We also see young Rupert and Angus causing mischief. They were watching from the hole that Dougal was doing sex with someone. At the same time, lawyer reached there, and he requested him to come for gathering. Dougal said, I'll come when I'll finished. Dougal and Colum were talking to one other about the successor. Colum said, let me be a successor because I'm eldest and wisest. I'm preparing for this since many years. Dougal said, I'm stronger and I'll bring glory to this clan. Dougal was not agree to accept his brother as a successor and said, bend your knee to me. The Frasers arrive and Mrs. Fitz scolds her nephew, Murtagh, for bringing Brian. Murtagh was starring the Ellen. Mrs. Fitz said she is not interested in Mary, so close your eyes. Right on cue, Brian plays a game and ends up bringing attention. He evades questions of identity, which make the men even more suspicious. He said, I didn't see black hair before. From which family you belong, and from where are you? He said, I have to go, my arms are falling off. He hides in the stable and finds Ellen hiding there too. It seems to be love at first sight as they joke around. Before the men can find Brian, he asks her to meet at the bridge and runs off. She agreed to meet him at the bridge. Colum and Dougal welcome the Grants. They came for condolences. Grant's leader introduced his son Malcolm and advisor Henry. Malcolm met with Ellen and shared the old memories with her. She welcomes and thanks him for coming. Wanting an alliance between the Grants and Mackenzies, Ned strikes a conversation with Henry, the Grants' new English advisor. Henry doesn't reveal much about himself except that he met the Grants in Inverness. But Ned is more interested in the thwarted raid and learns that the Grants are not behind it. Like the future laird he is, Colum tries to call the shots, which irks Dougal. Colum said, we must welcome the Grants because we'll have a support if any one of yous be a laird. Grants has 300 men in command. Dougal said, my 3 men will be enough for 300 Grants, and I'm not interested to ally with Grants. Outside, Jocasta watches Murtagh, who watches Ellen. Malcolm once again tries to woo Ellen, who makes excuses and runs off. This upsets Malcolm, and he leaves the gathering. Ellen reached at bridge by horse, riding to meet Brian. Ellen and Brian have a proper introduction at the bridge. Both were standing on the opposite side of bridge. He asked her name. She told him that I'm Ellen Mackenzie. And she asked his name. He told that he's Brian Fraser, son of Simon Fraser. They are shocked to learn that they are from different clans, but they cannot stop thinking of each other. Brian caught her hand, and she said, my family will never allow us to marry. There'll be more obstacles ahead. Brian promised to make a merry with her at every condition. Murtagh wins the boar hunt, which allows Jocasta a reason to approach him. She is attracted to him, but is hurt when she realizes that he likes Ellen. She is self-depreciating, but surprisingly, Murtagh comments that like her sister, Jocasta can never be overshadowed. During dinner, the Mackenzie brothers get worried as a rumor spreads that Ellen has been taken by Malcolm. Their servant also confirms that last time she was seen with Malcolm. Dougal storms off to save Ellen as he is frustrated by Colum's passive nature. Colum said, we must talk and discuss the matter, but Dougal said you can use your mind, but I'll use my blade to solve the issue. Ned tried to stop him, but Dougal didn't stop. However, Ned sees through Colum's act. They can demand financial compensation from the Grants for kidnapping and assaulting Ellen. And with Dougal itching for a fight, his claim to lairdship would also weaken if he did something rash like kill Malcolm. It cuts to Dougal and his men attacking Malcolm's retinue. Henry takes a Mackenzie hostage and forces Dougal to see reason. Dougal said, my sister Ellen is missing, and she was with Malcolm's last time. Henry told him that I didn't kidnap her. Ellen is not with us. You can see. Malcolm promises revenge for the attack. After her meeting with Brian, Ellen comes home to a frantic Mrs. Fitz telling her of the attack and promise of vengeance, because they thought that Grants kidnapped you. She went to meet her brothers. She confronts her brothers, and a blame game begins. They asked her, where were you? She told them that she wasn't with Grants. Colum said, then where? She didn't told anything else. Colum makes things worse by pointing out that she needs to listen to her brothers if she wishes to live her lavish life when the next laird is chosen. Ellen is shocked and recalls a similar conversation with her father. Red Jacob had agreed that his sons aren't heir material, but Ellen cannot be chosen as she is a woman. Ellen was taking a bath and thinking about the Brian. She runs off, and the men discuss how to deal with the Grants. Dougal leaves as he doesn't agree with Colum's wish for peace. Ned suggested Colum to be a laird. Colum said, "You'll be close to me, as my father kept you close for year." Ned is once again surprised by Colum's scheming, as the boy suggests giving Ellen to Malcolm as an olive branch. They don't have the money for compensation, and Red Jacob's promise that Ellen doesn't have to marry for the sake of clan. It is the 20th century, and Julia and Henry Beecham are in Inverness for a holiday. They have left their daughter, Claire, with Henry's brother. Julia is pregnant, and the couple wonders how to break the news to little Claire. A deer comes in their way, and the car crashes. The couple is swept away by the river, and they land near Craignadan. Julia looks for help while Henry fixes his shoe. Suddenly, she screams and is gone. As Henry looks for her, he hears the hum of the stones.